Welcome to this video where we'll explore how we can commit files that are there in the staging area. So if you have missed the previous video, I have shared a link that you can go and watch. So you can come back to this video after that. Okay, perfect. So now from what we have done or shown in the previous video, we had staged the files using git add, right? So as you can see, I've run the git status command and I can see that there are two files which are shown in green, which are part of the staging area. So now from the working directory, we have got the files to the staging area, and now we need to uh, commit it. So we will use the commit command. Okay, so this would be enough to commit the files, just that it'll open up a separate text editor for you to provide a message. But I would always recommend that you do that directly within the command line itself. So you use the M attribute here and then pass the message as to what this commit is all about. So this is very useful basically. So now you can actually describe what is included within this commit. So you can just say that this is the first commit, okay? Because this is the first time we are doing a commit. So let me just execute this. So the moment I do that, it tells me that there are two files that have been added, which is the index.html and style.css. And internally, it also keeps track. There is a alphanumeric code that is getting generated here. There's an ID that is getting generated, which tells that, okay, this is the commit ID. So we can always go and refer to commit IDs as well, which we will see, right? And you can see that the message that we have given is first commit. Few aspects here. It says master. We will come to those aspects a little later, right? So we have managed to do a commit. So now what happens to the staging area? Okay, so let's just run this once again. Git status. There you go. So now there are no files in the staging area. So now it knows that the files that you have moved to commit are containing the changes that you had done on these specific files, correct? So now what would happen? What would happen if we were to make any changes to the existing files? So the commit would not know of these changes, right? So we will need to commit it once again. So let's come back to that aspect. So I'm coming back to index.html. I'm going to add one more tag here. Is amazing. Okay, perfect. So now if I run git status, I can see that a file has been modified. It's not in the staging area yet, and it's not committed, obviously, right? So now if I do a git add index.html, fine, I'll just run git status once again. Now you can see that the file has been added to the staging area. But now I need to move this to my commit. So you could actually rerun this command if you want to. Right. So what will happen is it'll create a new commit ID, right? So at this point in time, we have not pushed any of our files to the remote repository. We haven't done that yet, right? So we are still in the commit stage where we have not pushed any file. So if you are in this kind of a stage right now, it would be wise to amend the commit rather than creating a new commit, right? So what we could do here is we could say amend. Okay, so that means we're going to come amend the previously done commit. Okay, so it would not add a new commit ID. So amend it, and then I do not want to add a new message. So if I want, I could, put in a message and it would go and update that message. That is one way that I could go and do it. I could add the same message once again, right? Or I could avoid putting a message altogether by using the no edit option here. So what this would do is the previous message that you've added will remain, right? So now let's see what happens when we execute this. Perfect. So now it says that the files have been added and the first commit remains, right? So we have not updated or added a new commit. So how do we actually know whether we have added a new commit or not, or is just amended the existing one? So let's find out how that can be done. So you can actually run a command here called git log. Okay, let me just run this. Look at that. So when you run a git log command, it will basically show you all the commits that you have executed. So at this point in time, it says that there is only one commit and it gives me the message. Okay, so if I executed another commit without the amend option, you would have seen a second commit show up. So if you don't want so many lines show up in your commit, you could just run git log and use this option called one line. Okay, let me just execute this. There you go. So now it says that this is the commit that we have. This is the ID. So there is only a single commit. Okay, so we've explored quite a few things as to how commit can be used to move files from the staging area, to clear the staging area basically, and then how we can amend a commit when we have added or updated any files that are there in the working directory. So the same thing would apply even if I'm adding a new file in the working directory. We have just modified an existing file. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll meet you in the next one.